Hi everyone, you reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with a quick video on Rob Kardashian. So Rob Kardashian had to testify in the trial that his baby mother, Blac Chyna, has against him and some of his family members, okay? Well, it's Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Kylie Jenner, and Khloe Kardashian. So Blac Chyna has this lawsuit against them for defamation of character, pretty much, and also for interference with a contract. So a long time ago, we had the Rob and Chyna show, and it had one season, and the second season kind of got the kibosh, and there's two different sides to the story as to why it got the kibosh. So the Kardashians are pretty much saying, listen, this show wasn't aligning with our brand. In addition to that, it was no more Rob and Chyna. In addition to that, they was having a very toxic relationship. In addition to that, what was going on their show wasn't aligning with the whole Kardashian brand, according to them. So Blac Chyna is pretty much saying that there was a green light for the second season, but unfortunately, her own previous lawyer got on the stand and said, yes, there wasn't really a green light. And he said, although they were filming some scenes for season 2, he said we were in contract negotiations and we never actually, got the final contract. But I'm really here to talk about Rob Kardashian's testimony that he did for this trial. I was shocked. I was disappointed. I was saddened by it. And as a mother, I was hurt. And why am I saying that? So Rob Kardashian got on the stand and he said many things, but I'm going to summarize this piece that he said here. He said he never loved Blac Chyna. In addition to him saying that he never loved Blac Chyna, he said that they met at the lowest point in his life. And then he also said that when he asked Blac Chyna to marry him, it pretty much wasn't because he was in love with her, but he did it for show purposes. And I'm summarizing, guys. And why was I disappointed, sad, and kind of appalled by that whole piece of his testimony is because they have Dream Kardashian. They have a child together. And my thing is, when two people get together, I don't care if, they end up hating each other. When two people get together and you create another life, y'all have a child together, I don't care how much y'all end up hating each other. Hate each other in silence. Why? For the greater good of that child that you created. So I understand that, to me, the strategy of the Kardashians and their lawyers was to pretty much prove that the relationship between Rob and Chyna was toxic, to also prove that there were family members that were against this relationship before it even started, because Kylie kind of testified how she went to Rob to say, don't date Blac Chyna. And so Rob, to me, got on the stand to kind of continue on with that theme, right? But here's the thing in life. You sometimes, because we're human, right? You may go low. But my thing is, don't go gutter low. And don't go gutter low when it's going to be at the detriment of your child. So now Dream Kardashian is eventually going to hear at some point in her life that her father and her mother were in a lawsuit against each other. And not only that, her own father came out of his own mouth and said that he never loved her mother, that he met her mother at the lowest point in his life. And that is indirectly saying that, I created you at the lowest point in my life when I did with someone that I didn't even like or can't stand. Like, what kind of mess is that? What is that going to do to the mental health of your baby girl that I know you definitely love? I really feel wholeheartedly that both, Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian love their daughter, right? But they're not thinking about their daughter right now. They both, with this entire lawsuit, are only thinking about themselves. So Rob got on the stand and said that mess, which I think is a big lie, that he never loved Blac Chyna, all to save his family and himself in this lawsuit. And Blac Chyna, in my opinion, brought against this lawsuit against him, only thinking about herself and not the greater good of Dream Kardashian. Because if she was, you would have never sued the grandmother, the aunties, and the father of your baby. I think she could have went on in life and eventually, still worked, still made money. And actually, she still was making money, because $1 million a year is not a bad salary, at least in my book. And she has testified in this trial with her OnlyFans account. She makes $1 million a year. And then plus, when she does appearances, she shows up to a party and she gets $25K. That's not a bad life. Maybe it's not the richest life ever in comparison to the Kardashians, but it's still not a bad life. So how do I want to wrap this up? I want to wrap this up by saying, one, when you have a child with somebody, even if you end up hating them, before you open your mouth and do anything, always put the child in your head and say, you know what, before I say anything, before I do anything, let me think how this will impact the baby that we have together. Two, I will say this. The way that it is looking as if Blac Chyna has lost this case. Now, it is currently out with the jury. It can go either way, because you never know when you have, they call them a jury of your peers. When you have a jury of your peers and your fate is kind of in their hand, you never know which way it can go. But the judge himself did throw out the defamation part against Kim Kardashian. So whatever piece of money, because this is against a lot of members in the family. It's against Rob, Kylie Jenner, Kris Jenner, I want to say Khloe Kardashian, and Kim Kardashian. So let's say they was going to award her X amount of dollars from all of them for defamation. They now have to knock Kim Kardashian out of it because the judge threw her piece out of the case. So what do I want to say, and what are my final words? I'll say this. I wish Blac Chyna well. Do I think that she's going to win? I don't. Do I think that they necessarily owe her some money for not having this second season? And then I think the reason why her case is for so much money is because she's always thinking she added in their future earnings. I don't think she's even going to win that, because her ex-lawyer, which was brought up as a witness for her side, clearly got on the stand and said that, listen, there was no green light, so to speak, for a second season. We were in negotiations. They were doing some filming for it, but the contract just never happened. We didn't get it. We didn't sign off or anything. And her own lawyer said that. And unfortunately, too, even though I think it's unfair because he is a family member pretty much to the Kardashians. So Corey Gamble, Kris Jenner's, boyfriend, also testified in this trial, which did some damaging stuff. Or again, the testimony that he did was to pretty much say that Rob and Chyna had a toxic relationship. So their theme was to pretty much, build up this case that the relationship was so toxic that no one even thought about or considered or thought it was a great idea to have this second season. So if you can't prove without a doubt that there was going to be a second season, then to me, where's your lawsuit? Where's your money coming from? Anyway, guys, I'll close it out by saying this. Chat with me in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Rob Kardashian was just wrong for even saying on the stand that he didn't love the mother of his daughter? Do you think in the future, like, this can really impact Dream Kardashian, knowing that her father said these things about, her mother? Don't forget to hit the like button. And guys, I'm really working on, I'm just, so many time constraints, but I'm working on doing more lives. But when I do my lives, it will definitely be on either Saturday or Sunday. And I build up to doing more lives as I clear off my schedule and have a little bit more time. But thanks guys for listening. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.